BSO kinfolk. Good evening, good evening. As you can see, what we have here, we have some more Kendra G content. This young lady has been on the show before. She's a 5x5. We all know what that means. We ain't talking Wendy's. We've covered her here on the channel before. So she's back to clear her name, clear the comments, and all that. You know how this goes. We appreciate y'all for coming in. Leave a like on your way in, and we're going to get right into the show.
Okay, so Rachel, you was here. I was here before, and I was so irritated because I'm Rachel. I was on before. I got 5 baby daddies, and they let me have it on here, and I was so irritated. I did not like about this interview. So many podcasters took clips of my interview and said I was desperate for a man because I have 5 baby daddies, and they just took it and got views when they took a false narrative because I've never been desperate for nothing in my life. So I just wanted to follow up and get back on here. I'm still single with 5 kids and 5 baby daddies. And
these podcasters are whack as hell. They cannot create. Let me say something. Wait, hold on. They cannot create their own content. No. This is the one thing I will give Kevin Samuels. He was able to get people to call into a show and he can have his own dialogue. Yes. He didn't have to rip off somebody else's show to get content. And what it really feels is, what I really know is these men, they are just, or women, because it's both, they just use my footage because they can't do it themselves.
Yeah, they do.
And it's like they paying their car note, they paying their light bill, and it's all about money. It's not about they have a real critique. It's not about that. It's all about money.
Right.
And they're weak people. They're very weak to me because I'm like, you to start your own show, get your own content. I can respect that. So I apologize that the podcast.
It's okay. I know it wasn't you. I appreciate your platform. That's why I said I wanted to follow up out here because I wasn't going to give them any extra content when they wasn't original in the first place. And they took bits and pieces of my, I mean, I can't change my past. My kids don't define me, and my decisions in my past don't define me. But I'm not desperate, and I have very good criteria. I wasn't looking for nothing crazy on the income side. I'm very reasonable, so they just really try to let me have it and have.
But you, lady, you said that you didn't want to come back and give content to the content creators, and yet here we are. We're doing your second time on here talking about, hey, I'm still single, mama 5x5, you're still single. And then you tried to come back and say, well, I'm not desperate, but you're back on this show within the matter of a few months. I think it was.
Yeah, it was. It was a couple months.
And talking about you're still single. And you're mad at the podcasters or the content creators. That doesn't, the content creators have nothing to do with your reality. It's just stating what your reality is.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect you.
I'm saying
your reality is what it is.
Yeah, whether somebody covers a video on it or not. The truth, the reality is the reality. Yeah.
You're still single.
Exactly. We thank you for starving the podcasters by coming back on Kendra's show and telling us that you still ain't got no man. Point blank, period. The kids don't define you. Having 5 kids by 5 men definitely defines you. Sorry, that's a long line of bad decisions over a long period of time. Having one incident happen to you, that could be a blip and you live the rest of your life, a certain way. Like one time we could say that, but 5 different times that, we could actually attach that you did something that wasn't up to snuff per se. Like that's a history of bad decisions. It's going to define you. Right?
It is definitely a history of bad decisions. Now, she later on in the video says that the first child, it was statutory rape. She was 13 and the man was 25. We're not going to play the whole video this time. She basically says the same thing. So if y'all want to go and see the whole video, it'll be linked here in the description. We're just going to cover a part of this because she's back with some crazy stuff to say. about her past and the content creators, and really just trying to clear her name, but fails miserably. So
we did a little journalism as well here that we got coming up a little later on, so you might want to stay tuned for that.
For the men, I wouldn't date anyway. I don't care if I had no baby daddies. I wouldn't even date them anyway. So it was like, I also learned a lesson because someone reported me for bullying for responding back and messed up my monetization on my page. So I learned not to let these interviews get to me because I was going back and forth with a couple people on here. And
I mean, it sucks, right? Welcome to the internet streets, child. But let me say this. I don't remember everything. So did you want to just say that, or you want to do the interview?
I'm still interested in dating. I'm still single. I'm still dating.
Well, can we take it?
I'm not in
if you want me to take it from the top, you get 2 times on the show.
From the top. We can take it from the top.
Okay, because I don't remember everything. So Rachel, and where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. And how old are you?
I am 44. I just turned 44 last month.
Okay. So is that an Aquarius or Capricorn?
Aquarius.
Yes. So we got Rachel, Dayton, Ohio, 44, Aquarius. What do you do for a living?
I'm a bartender. I was a direct support professional, but I have a really good bartending job right now. So I'll just bartend full time right now.
Okay. And you said you have 5 kids. Have you ever been married?
No, never been married.
So you have 5 kids by 5 different men?
Yeah.
So did you ever try to like work it out with one of them?
I did. I had a couple long-term relationships. It just didn't work out. And you know, they're good men, they're cool, but they're not for me. And maybe I was the problem, but you know, it's been many moons since I've been in a relationship. I've been single from my ex since about 2017 or 18, and we have an 11-year-old. That was my last long-term relationship.
So how old are your 5 kids?
They are 30, 27, 21, 17, and 11.
11. Okay. And so Rachel, Dayton, Ohio, 44, Aquarius, bartender, mine of 5 kids by 5 men, never married.
Nope.
Okay.
2 kids at home.
2 kids at home.
Yeah, the other 3 are grown and they're gone.
So let me just ask this from woman to woman. Maybe after maybe I don't know. I think I do remember. You don't want to get married.
No, it's not a deal breaker for me. I've been engaged before. I didn't get married. If I don't get married, I'm perfectly fine. I feel like I had love. I had long-term relationships. I don't feel like that's a lack in my life. So
it's not marriage.
I'm open to it, but it's not like a big thing on my list. I would rather have happiness, a companionship, a partnership, and take it from there. So it's not something that I'm like, oh, I have to get married.
So I think one.
So this woman has been slutted out, smutted so much that, look, I know I'm not finna get married. I don't even want it. Matter of fact, I don't want it because I know I'm not finna get it. I don't want it.
You devalue the things you feel you can attain.
Yep. She knows she's not a wife. She's saying it clear. In the previous video, we established she's not a wife. And that's fine. She don't want to be one. Ain't nobody trying to force her to be one. She's for the streets.
For the streets.
She for the streets. And her Instagram is going to further support this. She is for the streets. So anybody that go over there should know what they're getting.
You've been warned.
Do not act surprised.
Would say, well, now do you want a long-term relationship?
I'm open to it. I'm open to seeing what happens. I'm not against it. I just don't. I'm not quite like in a rush for anything. I just want something to happen organically.
Okay. Because I don't even know what this is. I really, let me tell y'all, this is, and I'm not exaggerating. I don't watch nobody on YouTube but me. I am my only show.
But
that
you
I
know
watch.
These podcast men.
When podcasters do certain things, somebody might send me a DM of them reviewing my show, but I don't even watch those, to be honest with you. I don't give it any attention. Only show I watch on YouTube is the Kendra G single show. So I don't know what other podcasters said about you. But I will say this. I think even if somebody got past the 5 kids, your decision skills are going to be, I think what they're gonna wonder is like, okay, let's say I think there might be grace for one baby daddy, two baby daddy, but I think most people are like, by the third baby daddy,
right,
you should have picked better. Okay, you ain't get it right by the third. By the fourth baby daddy, girl, you should have picked better.
That's exactly what
baby daddy. What the hell? Like,
I did pick better. I feel like I picked better. I mean, I feel like every time was a great man, and maybe, you know, mentally I wasn't ready to stay. I had a kind of rough upbringing, so it took me a little longer in life to evolve and to heal and to get to a place to where I know that maybe I did like mess up some of the relationships because I wasn't used to happiness. So I'm not afraid to be 44 and being able to grow and admit to things that I made, bad decisions in the past, because maybe I shouldn't have had a kid by everyone that I was with. You know, maybe I should have been more responsible, but that's neither here or there. Now that I'm 44, if someone can't live with my past, that's perfectly fine, because it's men out there who have made mistakes, maybe going into a round of divorces or have multiple baby moms. They could be for me. So if I'm not for you, you don't have to drag me down and try to talk to me less than, because I'm a human. I'm a beautiful person. I'm nice. And just because you don't have any baby daddies does not make you better than me as on a human level and spiritual realm. So to me, it's like so many people are miserable that they just try to dig at me because of my past. And that's my past. Like, you can't hurt me because of you talking about my past. Like,
okay.
It's just.
But your past is your present, though. This is
Definitely.
not something like, oh yeah, I used to lie when I was a teenager or something.
A klepto. I was stealing from the cash register, or taking little things from around the cash register when you pay. That's something that you left behind, or something like that. Like, I could see that.
Like, this is not something that you leave behind. Like, the children are present.
Mm-hmm.
All that DNA from those fathers that DNA stays in you. That's science. Whether y'all want to fight with that or not, that is science. True. So you got 5 different men's DNA in you. You produce 5 different men's legacies, and you want to talk about, oh, this is my past and don't define me. It is your present. It's not something in the past. I understand, the past is the past. Some things you do have to leave in the past, but your past is your present right now. You can't do nothing about them kids. Stay there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
You made bad decisions. Maybe not with the first one.
Maybe not.
That was unfortunate that happened to you. But all the other baby daddies, she said that she had some happiness, but she couldn't see it. So the younger women need to learn from these mistakes, that if you have some happiness, you need to stay. There's nothing else out there for you. Stay with happiness. Stay there. Don't be out here looking for something else. If you got your happiness, stay right there. And if you don't know how to see the happiness, then you got something broken inside of you that you need to go get healed. You need to go get that healed soon, because you need to stop self-sabotaging out here before you on this show, if this show is around 20 years later, talking about you looking for a man and Kendra's all elderly, then
still in her single season. Kendra's still in her single season 30 years later.
And this woman is Kendra's talking about, they don't critique nothing. They don't provide any type of value.
That's
the content
nonsense.
Creators. We're trying to teach the youth not to make these bad decisions, or we're trying to help you to make better decisions, or the other thing is helping you face your reality. This is what it is. The truth of the matter.
Right.
Like, how can you not see this?
Right. It's true. That's what this is all about, man. It's to teach, educate, or maybe you might be in it before you end up like this. Somebody might have to get in your ear and tell you, the message might not be lost on the messenger per se. That's why there's a space, and what she says, we copy and paste her content. No, we build off your content. We elaborate. We don't softball. We get to the meat and potatoes. Like, we really chop it up. And I think, just my opinion, I think that the podcasters that they complain about and that they hate and they so small-minded and all that, they add a lot of color to the show. And I'm not even talking about us, you know, the other folks in the space that do it, you know, the MABWs and all those folks like that, the brothers, the single by choice, all that. Like, we add to the content. They don't, you just softball, Kendra. Like, you don't, it's just that when you, it's it for you, when the content goes out on your way, it serves you. But when the reviewers get it, we put a little more on it so it can serve everybody on all sides. You know what I mean? We could all kind of eat off of this. And that's what she don't like. But there's a lot to be said about a woman who's living her life like this. You can't be upset, or she claims that she's not upset and she wouldn't date him and this and this and that. But you are upset because you're back here to defend yourself or correct, you know what I mean? Represent yourself to the folks. We already know what's up. You already gave it to us the first time. So yeah, it chafed your buns that they told you the truth. So you come back up here for Kendra so she can give you the softball again and all that. This is crazy. And they all do it. When you get dragged through the mud because your decision making and your life, rightfully so, sometimes the choices you made are bad. You come back on Kendra for her to pat you back on the head and let you know it'll be all right. So
crazy.
All right, fair enough. So I mean, the overall statement is this: if she's not for you, keep it moving. As simple as that. Like if
you want to holler at me and give me a chance, we can talk. We can see what it leads to. And if you're not for me, that's fine. I'm not forcing anyone.
We know what it's going to lead to.
Let's go through the questions. Christ. What kind of man are you looking for, Rachel girl?
You know what? It don't even matter what type of man she's looking for. Mr. Darrell, play the taps. Play the taps. It's time. So y'all can go ahead and watch the rest of the video. Basically, to sum it up, she's saying the same thing she said in the last video. I didn't hear anything different that she's trying to present. It's the same BS. Same man she's looking for. Same thing. So now we're going to go to her Instagram and look at these spicy pictures that she got on here. Let's get to it. All right, we are at her Instagram, Rachel Red B. She got 33,000 followers, y'all. Just take that into account. But let's look at some of these posts, these pictures here. Okay, let me see what this one's about. Okay, this is her. Remember, she said she's a bartender. Okay. When a generous man wants to date me. Okay, how about when that generous man find out you got 5 kids by 5 men? How that gonna go? How that gonna go, Mel? Okay. Let's see. Look, these are just thirst trapping.
Doing too much.
Should I get a breast reduction? She was a flight attendant. She was getting busted down. She was getting busted down in different cities.
Oh, that's on brand right there.
That's what was happening. Less. Okay. All right, look, you just trying to show off, okay? And look, you got dudes in the comments. Let's see. You fine AF. So beautiful. Tunde, African. Kennard, where you at? She got an African in here. Here go Dusty Foot. Okay, really nice. Okay. Yeah, that brother there. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, nice lips. There go Tunde again. Tunde is trying to holler. Tunde wants some of that. Did you tell Tunde you got 5 kids? Okay. I don't know if she cooked that or not. I don't know. Okay. You want it, you buy it, you get it. Wow. She said she was reasonable, y'all.
Mind you, folks. Mind you.
She said
when
she
we
was
look
reasonable.
at this, when we look at this, you got to look at it through the right lens. If this lady was 22, 24, you know what I mean? Young lady doing her thing, this would be on brand.
Right.
This lady's 40 something with a 30-year-old. She's 43 with a 30-year-old. And this is how she got 5 boys, I believe. This is how she's running around on the internet. And this is tamed.
Right. This is tamed. But look at some of the simps in the comments.
Oh,
Loving them pound cake lips. Hey, beautiful. Worth the investment. Do you know she got 5 kids, sir?
Really?
Look. How you doing, Miss Red Hot? It probably is hot.
It's hot. Not in the way you want it to be. Get the braids burnt off your ass. You go over there. You go ahead. Go in there with dreads. You come out like Jordan.
Look,
you know
look at her.
Here we go now. See,
this is a mom of 5.
This is her past. She said that was her past. She made the mistakes. This was her past.
Look at these guys in this comments. Look, everything's so amazing in there. Simping. See, and this is why they convinced that they can get a man. Yep. Or they can get a man to marry them. Nope. They'll be in here simping. They'll hit.
Look at her. Look, I know she's not. I know she's not in here. I know.
Look. Everything reminds me of him. Who is him?
Them. How about that? Them.
Oh, you thinking about your baby daddies? Lord. Look, I can be him. See? How do I apply? Online or in person? Just thirst trapping.
That's why they cavort like this. She said her monetization was in jeopardy and all that or whatever. I wonder why. I wonder what you monetized on.
Look at her. Okay, Rodney.
304 shit. 2-0.
I just saw you on a single show, Kendra G. Too pretty. I mean, she is a pretty woman. I will admit that. She is a pretty woman.
That's the problem right there.
She is pretty. So
sit right there. For the most part, they always are. We don't have a bad looking, for the most part. All our women are pretty much beautiful and to a certain extent. But the decision making, fam, like all of this, like again, like she's out of her realm. Like you talking about your past. Like what you think this 304 and on Instagram gonna get you? Like
look at this. God telling the man for me how to deal with me.
Don't.
Look, I already know what to do with you.
Don't we all? Everybody knows what to do with that.
Look, just thirsty in these comments.
You're gonna go bang and you're gonna get up out of there. That's it.
Yeah.
Like,
y'all drop down in the comments and tell us what y'all think these pictures. What is this showing? Give me your impressions of these pictures.
This is after she came on the show. She trying to clean up her act. Okay. That's what that is.
So this is the bar she worked at, I think.
Look.
I don't know where's she at.
Oh shit. I've seen her in this setting prior.
Lord have mercy. There she go. There, look, humping. Look at her. Look.
Having a good old time.
That's somebody's mama.
That is grandmama could be 30. You got a 30-year-old. He be reproducing soon if he's, you know what I mean? On that path, that trajectory.
Look, different wigs. She be changing the wigs up.
That's another 304 classic right there. Right.
Look, I gotta go to Dayton. Okay.
No, you don't. You don't.
She probably ain't post nothing about these kids on her page.
Where?
Like I ain't seen nothing about no kids.
See one kid in there. And if I was a 30-year-old, I would not want to be in your 304 grandmama. Thank you, but no thank you. The horrors them boys probably seen. She got 5 boys. The horrors them boys seen over there. Burn your eyeballs out, probably.
Why y'all always doing some lesbianic activities? Like, why is she whispering and blowing in your ear like that? Like, Y'all always doing
That's what they do. Cunnilingaling.
Some weird cunnilingaling.
Ain't got no men. Ain't no men gonna be around there for too long. You in that and you out by the morning for sure.
Me being delusional after the man sharing makes time for me and gives me the best D. So
that's all they about, man. Come on, man.
Sharing a man. Okay.
Why you can't get a man? Why you gotta be on Kendra's and all that? Come on, man.
Wow. Let's see. Okay. Look at her. Now she was fully clothed on Kendra's show.
Mm-hmm. And then them later, as you go back further, she gonna get more naked. That's how that go. See, she's been tipped off. That's what happened. She got tipped off that everybody was on her, on her joint. So she's trying to clean it up. This is tame.
Let's see.
She was bust over, bent over, all kind of ways when we checked this.
Look at this. Look at this.
43, 30-year-old.
This is somebody's mama.
That shit that don't mean nothing nowadays, man. Then it's gonna be people in the car, let her do her and Right. Nah, man.
Look, I'm on my way to see my eater.
If I was 30 and my mom's had a gram like this, you wouldn't see me nowhere on that. Don't tag me, don't post me, don't include me. You on your own with that 304. What is this? She been shopping at the Kendra G closet clearance sale, huh?
Oh Lord. And see, Kendra don't be wanting them to post their social media because she don't want nobody going through it. But I think a question a man would have, she got 33,000 followers. Probably 90-something% of those are men. Are you willing to give up all of this for a man? What if he tell you, nah, look at all these dudes in the comments. You're gonna have to give that up.
See, that's the thing. She not, because this is what all this is about. Like, all this is about attention. Like I said, we perused this earlier. She lost some weight some years ago or whatever. She was a much bigger woman. She was. So she's not gonna lose weight, or these biddies don't get BBLs to stay in the house. They want all the attention and all that limelight. She will never get this up. That's why she's talking that marriage nonsense. For one, she know it ain't gonna happen. It ain't happened at this point. And for two, she know, like, she ain't willing to give up this attention. Like, she love it. She love it. She probably posts every day, read every comment and love it. Just eating it up. How fine you is, and oh Lord, and all that. At 43 years old with a 30-year-old. In my past. This is my past.
When he nuts, soon as he put it in.
That's why you got all them damn babies.
She said this is her past, y'all.
It's her past, y'all.
This is her past. Don't judge her for her past.
It's her past, y'all.
Okay. Let's see. Y'all need to stop with them whack baby hairs, but
her past. Wonder why she trying to get out of Dayton, Ohio. She done ran through Dayton, Ohio.
Oh.
Look, you switching up your wigs, hiding from your baby daddies or the dudes you ran afoul of or whatever the hell you was doing.
Wow.
Watch some chicks like this, man. It's misrepresenting. Right? Oh, it's my past. I know, that don't define me. You was a 304 when you was 13. Look at that. Look. See? You see? You see that? It's terrible. You was a 304 when you was 16.
Bit bigger here.
And you was a 304 now. All right. Period. Point blank, period.
Okay, I guess
this
that's
is a lifelong hoe. I don't even believe the damn. I'm not even buying the essay. I'm not buying that. I'm standing on that. I challenge that.
So she reacting to Kevin. Okay.
Please don't even. Oh man, he would have shot. He could have threw darts backwards at you.
When he tries to convince me to go to church.
Ain't no God in her. Ain't no God in her.
Oh Lord. And she talking about she was spiritual. She's spiritual now. Okay.
She drink a lot of wine. That's the spiritual aspect. Wine and spirits and all that. That's the spiritual.
Okay.
Nonsense,
Look.
man.
When he has money, but he's corny AF. Look at that. Look at that
Blunts
blunt.
and wigs.
That's a mean blunt she got right there.
Roll a nice spliff. I'll give you that. But you know,
Wow.
you go smoke. That's what she go for. You can go over there, get high real quick, roll up, woo, smack it up real quick, and you slide your ass up out of there. Be out by the sunrise. That's all. She's one of those, like gigging and vibing. You. Oh my God, look at this.
What is this?
We got 30-year-old now.
Oh, y'all, you can see the stretch marks. Oh God. Look at the stretch marks on her stomach from having babies by 5 ninjas.
Man,
this is my
past. This is my past, y'all.
I want one. I love to have one. Nice. Y'all don't see them stretch marks? Send that number.
Don't care. Thirst.
Wow.
But thirst for the wrong thing. Thirsty.
I mean, I'm not saying there's nothing. I ain't got nothing against some stretch marks. I got some. But I'm talking about you could see the battle wounds. You could see the battle wounds from another man's damage, though. From his children caused those battle wounds. You could see it. Lord. Okay, what? When he asked for a threesome, but he ain't got enough D. Hoeing. Wow. This is whole activity.
So if he had enough, you grant him. Yeah, just stop.
She got a different hairstyle for
hiding. You for the east side of town and all that. She hiding. She's disguised. That's what she doing.
I guess that's her and her kids, or family.
Man, it ain't them kids. Them kids older than that.
Or grands, I don't know.
Somebody else kids, probably.
Okay, it gets a little bit tamer. Okay.
She lost that weight. She started wilding out. That's what happened.
Yeah, because it just
she had a
drastically changed.
She was much bigger. She showed herself. She was a bigger woman. She wasn't a huge one, but she was definitely. You could tell she had a bunch of kids and all that. So she lost a little weight and started wilding out again. She was with the weight on. She was still getting smacked around because she had all them babies. You know what I mean? When she lost the weight, she really couldn't tell her nothing. Now she want to show the stretch marks and she's out there and all that. This is 304 activity, man. Look, my mom's relatively young looking when I was growing up, when I was a kid, school, teenage. She was young looking, but she wasn't young acting. My mom's always carried herself a certain way. I couldn't imagine if my mom's was presenting herself on the interwebs like this, and I'm a grown man. Like I said, the horror that them boys saw, she got 5 boys. The horror that them boys saw growing up will burn your eyes out. But they don't care nothing about that. You know what I mean? It's not a stage when you that old and you've been in the game that long. So when I look at her from where she's at right now, and she wants us to believe that at 13, she wasn't being fast messing with a 25-year-old, that he took advantage of her and did XYZ, and it was something that was under the table. It was an essay. I find that hard to believe. What I'm looking at when I see that page is a lifelong 304. She was fast when she was 10, probably, and she gonna be hot, old, and horny when she's 60. That's all that is, man. Don't be fooled in the mistakes in the past. And I've learned. Yeah, sure you have, man. Sure you have. And y'all fellas in them comments, okay, you want to give it up. It don't addressing or acknowledging a pretty woman or an attractive woman doesn't make you a simp. But dude was on every page and it's beautiful and come to dating and all that. And That's not simping. They throwing them darts because they want to hit. They know it's easy. They know you giving it up. So yeah, they're gonna fill your brain up with this nonsense, or your comment section up with that nonsense. They might not necessarily be simping. Now they will take some box, but once they get the box and all that, it's over. Like I don't think you have anything else to offer, man. You presented yourself in that way. Your history says that. You just pumps. Like that's it. Like they go over there and they do their thing. Like that's is what it is, man. It is what it is. And you're not desperate to get that. I'm sure you could get pumped. You put on a new colorful wig and go to another corner of Dayton, Ohio, and you're good for the night. She's not worried about marriage. It's just whole shit, man. It's really I don't even got to go in depth. I think I said too much about it already. Y'all can see it. So I'm going to turn it over to the queen before we close it up out of here.
Yeah, her Instagram shows something totally different than what she was up there talking about. She's mad at the podcasters for talking about her, but your Instagram shows exactly who you are. Like, it's not no secret. Like, they just exposed you. When you came up there, you exposed yourself. 5 kids by 5 different men's 5 kids by 5 different men. Like, I don't know how you justify that. There's no justification. There's no defending yourself. That's whole activity. She said every man she was with, she gave him a baby. And baby, she shouldn't have done that. You don't have to give a baby to every man you with. You really don't. You
So
gave them everyone a legacy.
So she wants us to believe that she got 5 bodies. Okay.
Yeah, it's way more bodies than that. That's how many babies she had by these men. It adds up to 5 different baby daddies. But bodies surpass. It definitely surpassed 5. Ain't no way that this lady come up on here posting all these seductive photos and ain't got more than 5 bodies. Ain't no way. And she wants us to believe that her past is in the past, but it's in your freaking present. Your Instagram is still popping right now. You got 33,000 followers. These men ain't just tuned in to see you cook some beans and rice. They trying to see you bend over and so that they can clap. Like, that's what they want to see. They want to see you bent over.
Yep.
They ain't here for your personality. They ain't here for your little memes, your little captions. That's not what they here for.
Nope.
Maybe they here for your beauty and all of that. But why I kept saying, do they know if you got 5 kids? Because you sure don't put it out there like that.
Oh, no.
You want everybody to know that you a flight attendant, Aquarius, and your favorite bartender. To know me is to love me. I keep it 100. I get to the bag. Either you with me or in the way. Nowhere does it say mama 5. So you're going to be, these fellas going to be in for a rude awakening. Once they find out.
Something you might want to share. Because if they caught you running around town with some 30-year-old, they're going to automatically assume that you jaying this young man. Like, if a prospective seeing you with your son 30 years old, he going to think, oh, well, you must be running around. So if he didn't know, and it's something he's got to find out on his own, that might not play out the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This lady is not. This lady is not a wife. The Instagram proves that this is hoeing. She for the streets.
Yeah,
and fun. You know, she's been treated accordingly. Yep. You know,
slotted.
She probably did have some good, fulfilling relationships. She says there was happiness, and she didn't stay with that. She'd been proposed to, and she didn't want to be a wife. She wants to be out here in these streets. So let her be out there.
Bingo.
Play the taps.
Bingo. We'll leave that right there. You guys heard what we think. More importantly, we want to know what you guys think. So get down in the comment section. Let us know if you agree, disagree, If we were on base, off base, you know we are 360-degree thinkers on this platform. Free thought, always promoted, celebrated #1 here. Leave a like on your way out. Sub up if you so choose to. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we drop some more of these bangers. We appreciate y'all for coming out this evening. We love y'all. Couldn't do this without y'all. Y'all be safe out there. We catch y'all on the next one.